Shalom. G-Man Silent Sit Down Squam coming with a video through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that pushes this word, this sincerity and the truth, man. Today's video I'm going to talk about that Yahawashi said that you got to learn from him. And the thing that he was talking about, that's the thing that I'm gonna go into now, and basically what we have to do, man. So this is Matthew chapter 11 verse 28, and it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Exactly. So we are laboring for this truth. We are laboring by pushing the word of Yahawashi, you know, and we are heavy laden because basically Yahawashi said, carry the cross and follow me. So we gotta go through the same trials and tribulations that basically Yahawashi went through on a lower level, man. Because Yahawashi went through a lot of things, man. You know, he basically died for the sins of Israel. So, but still, we have to go through a lot of suffering if we are in this truth. So we are heavy laden, and we are laborers, man. We are working, you know. Instead of going out to the club and have a nice time, you know. For me, being in the camp is having a nice time. But still, you know, instead of doing worldly shit on a Saturday, we choose to give up our Saturday, basically our weekend, for this truth, man. You know, instead of you know, being busy with your own things, you know, we making videos, studying, you know. So we are busy laboring, man. And if we continue in doing that, then the Most High and His Son will give us rest, man. And that rest is coming. That's the kingdom. Verse 29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me." Exactly. So take my yoke upon you, meaning the sufferings, the trials and tribulations, the things that you go through being in this truth. You know, you got to take that upon you, because a yoke can be very annoying, man. A yoke can be a yoke can give you a hard time. You know, if you have a yoke around your neck and it's gonna move, you know, it's gonna irritate, it's gonna give you infections and stuff, you know. But hey, you gotta deal with it, man. You gotta carry that, you gotta bear that yoke, man, you know. So this truth is not only you know, now there's moonshine or sunshine, but it's not only sunshine, man. It's not only happiness, you know. You can go through times of storm, heavy rain, man, that basically hey, you wish the end is already there, but hey, we gotta wait. Impatient, man. So Yahawashi said, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." You know, so Yahawashi said, learn from me, for I am meek and lowly, man. And that's what Yahawashi prefers, requires of us too, man. That we are meek and lowly, man. That we don't, you know, act like proud people. You know, we gotta stay meek, we gotta stay humble. You know, even in the Apocrypha it says, the greater thou art, the more humble thou be. You know, because if you have a great status in this truth, or a high rank, you gotta be more humble, man. That's why Yahawashi came and he washed the feet of all the disciples. When Yahawashi washed the feet of all his disciples, the thing he tried to show was that even though Yahawashi is basically set up to become the king of the whole earth, you still got to be able to take care of brothers that are beneath you, man. And that's brotherly love, man. Yahawashi died for all Israel, man. And he came to see, what did he say? I came to serve, you know. And that's what we are too. We are servants of Yahawashi, and we are servants to the people that we give this truth to. You know, so you gotta have a humble state of mind, just like Yahawashi, man, meek and lowly. You know. So this is Psalms 138, verse 6, and it says, "Though Yahweh be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off." So Yahweh Yahawashi is dealing with the lowly, man, the lowly of heart, the humble of heart, the people that, you know, basically take care of the brotherhood, man, that basically recognize the chastening of Yahweh Yahawashi, and they're trying to better themselves in the things that they are doing, man, and the things that they are set up to do. You know, and basically the Most High has respect unto that, man. If you are lowly, or when you are being falsely accused for a certain thing, you know, hey, it's fucked up, man. If someone accuses you of something which you didn't do, I know that very well, man. Back in the days, you know, amongst my nephews, my family and stuff, even if I wasn't there, man, I still got the blame, you know. Even if I was not around, my nephew would have said, yeah, you know, he did that, my cousin did that, you know, and I wasn't even there. You know, my mother be saying like, how the hell can he do it if he's not even here? How could he have broken your toys? He's not even here. But still, I would get the blame. So what you gotta do then, if you are falsely accused, Yahweh Yahawashi requires you to stay humble, man, to stay lowly. You know, just accept it and take it with patience, man. You know. So that's what Yahweh Yahawashi respects, man. Let me read it again. Though Yahweh be high, yet he had respect unto the lowly. So even though the Most High is the King of Kings, he's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end, still he respects you if you act like a humble person, man. If you act like a lowly person, man. And especially for the wives, man. Hey, women, you know, women gotta become humble too, man. Because hey, in this world, females get a lot of benefits, but that doesn't mean shit, man. Basically, for the women of Israel, they gotta, you know, what they gotta do is suppress that demon, man. Because that demon that is upon these females is like, you can't do me shit, man. You can leave and I can just live off the benefits that Esau gives me. But if Esau wouldn't give them those benefits, then they would have to lean on their husband, man. You know. So it also goes out to you females, man, that claim to be in the truth. We got to stay humble and lowly like Yahawashi, man. And that's the message that he came to give us, man. And being in this truth, you got to read and you got to look at people that were before us, man. You know, this is Job chapter 8, verse 8. For I inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. So we got to look at the people in the Bible. You know, we got to look at our forefathers, you know, at the prophets, what they spoke about, how they acted. Yahawashi, learn from him. Learn how to be in the right mind. Learn how to be in the right spirit. Look at Paul, man. Paul didn't even have a woman. Paul didn't want a woman, man. He even spoke to the people and he said like, hey, I wish y'all was like me, man. You know, without a woman. But he said like, hey, this is not a commandment. If you really have the urge to have sex with a woman or have a commitment to a woman, then go ahead, man. But if you are walking in the spirit, it's better to not have a woman, man. You know? So we got to learn from those people, man. We got to inquire the things that they done, man. And that they spoke about. You know? So that's what Yahawashi also says. Like, basically, you got to learn from me, man. And even though we're not amongst Yahawashi now, right now, we still got to look up the ways of our fathers, man. And see what they went through. And for you women out there, Sarah, man. Sarah is basically Sarah, the wife of Abraham. She basically got the title of the Most High that her name was changed into princess, man. You know, because first it was Yasharahla, which means my princess. You know, because that was, you know, the name that she got because it was Abraham's princess. But then she became Sarah, you know, which means overall princess, because she became basically the princess of the earth, man, the chosen woman to bring forth the lineage, man. You know, so hey, that was basically a blessing, man. But still, even though she had that title, princess, which y'all females out there cannot receive that title as of yet, because what she did was she called her husband Lord, man. She was under subjection, man. She was under subjection. And of course, when Abraham told her she could beat up Keturah, was it Keturah? No, Hagar. She did, man. She beat her up. But you don't read about that she, you know, she beat up Hagar, even though Abraham didn't allow her to do that. When Abraham said, okay, go ahead, then she beat her up, man. She beat her up so badly that she fled, man, with her son, Ishmael. You know? So, hey, there are people in the Bible that you have to learn from, man. Let me go to Proverbs. Proverbs 11 and 2. It's Proverbs 11 and 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Let me read it again. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. You know, and even in the camp, man, if you start bragging, like, I know the most scriptures, without me there's no camp, the camp is not able to run, you know, if you say things like that, man, the Most High will sift you out, man. And he basically put someone in your place that has the same talents, the same wisdom, knowledge, understanding as you, but with the double portion, man. You know, even more things that you already knew of. You get humbled down, man. If you start talking to a brother like, hey, you don't even memorize scriptures, man. What's wrong with you, man? You need to start memorize scriptures. Most I can change the spirit in an instant, man. And now this brother memorizes more scriptures than you, man. With your proud ass spirit, man. You know? So it says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. Yeah, exactly. So then you feel ashamed. Like, hey, fuck. Now he actually knows more than me. And now he memorizes more scriptures than me. You know? But with the lowly is wisdom. So if you are humble, if you are lowly, you will receive wisdom, man. You will receive wisdom. Yeah, the scriptures in Esther. You know, y'all brothers can read Esther chapter 2 verse 11, but I don't have my apocrypha with me, but it's also a good precept. Esther 2 and 11, you know. So let me go to Matthew 21 and 5, and with that I'm gonna close it. Or maybe if I can find that other scripture I have in my mind, I close it with that. So this is Matthew 21. Matthew 21, and I'm starting with verse 4. All this was done Matthew 21 and 4. All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, and the prophet Yahawashi refers to here is the prophet Zacarhy, man, because the prophet Zacarhy spoke about Yahawashi coming on an ass, and that's the exact thing, man. Y'all Old Testament believers, y'all Old Testament junkies don't believe in Yahawashi, but hey, Psalms, you know, it's the book is full with Yahawashi, man. You know, let me grab one quick scripture out. which I read today. Let me see. I believe it was the other scripture, but this scripture, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Who's the Prince of Peace, man? You know, that's Yahawashi, man. That's the Son of the Most High, man. You know? He's gonna rule, the kingdom is gonna be laid upon his shoulder, man. Because he's the first spirit created. He's the chosen of the chosen, basically, man. You know? He's the first spirit that was ever made. So for you Old Testament junkies, Yahawashi is in the Old Testament, man. So it says, all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, tell ye the daughter of Zion, which talks about Israel, because in Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2, for you women out there, because y'all, you see, it says the daughter of Zion. It says the daughter of Zion. No, man, it's referring to the Israelites, man. So it says Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. You know, so that speaks about us. So to wrap it up real quick, it says, tell ye the daughter of Zion, behold, the king cometh unto the meek, and sitteth upon an ass, and a colt of foal of an ass. So thy king, it says, let me read it again. Tell ye the daughter of Zion, tell ye to the Israelites, behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass, and a colt the foal of an ass. So in the same verse, it refers to a king being meek, sitting up on a donkey, man. You know, so that's the spirit where Yahawashi came in, man, and had to came in. People seeing and understanding that he's basically the king of Israel. You know, the king that King David spoke about, being the Lord of Israel. You know, he came meek. He came in a meek spirit, man. He came sitting up on an ass. You know, if he is the king, you know, you can say, so why didn't he come? Why didn't he come on a horse, man? With gold, with everything, nice, a crown already wearing. No, man. You know, he came humble. He came humble, man. You know, and I'm looking for that last scripture that y'all wrote this, I found it, man. This is Matthew chapter 26 verse 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahawashi stretched out his hand and drew a sword, and struck a servant of the high priests, and smote off his ear. Then said Yahawashi unto him, put again thy sword into his place. So one of the disciples chopped off the ear of these Jews, man. You know, but he said, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Verse 53. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? So Yahawashi was able to summon up angels and give 12 legions of angels, man. But he was humble, he was meek, and he didn't do that, man. So with that, you know, we have to learn from that, man. We have to learn that we got to be like that too, man. Yahawashi had spiritual powers, man. Yahawashi had spiritual powers. People was persecuting that him. People was beating him up, spit in his face, stabbed him, put a crown of thorns upon his head, man. Talk shit about him. He had spiritual powers, man. He could have fucked them up right then and there. But he didn't do that. He had spiritual powers, man. Hey, I bet you if it was me, if I had spiritual powers, if one would only think about grabbing a stone to throw at my face, he would already get his head chopped off, man. You know, but Yahawashi was meek. Yahawashi was lowly, man. Yahawashi had temperance, which means self-control. You know, and that's what we gotta have in this truth too, man. You know, we gotta have self-control too. We gotta learn basically to behave ourselves, man, and to wait upon Yahawashi, man. You know, I get one last scripture. You know, it just popped in my mind. It's Proverbs 20 and 22. Proverbs 20 and 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait upon Yahweh, and he shall save thee. You know, so instead of being a going buck wild and taking judgment in your own hands, you gotta wait upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, got a ticket the other day, man. 100 euros. You know, of course it came in my spirit to fuck up the cop. And you know, because the oppression in this wicked society. But you gotta stay humble and wait upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai until he gives you the strength to basically recompense upon his head double, man. Put this crack ass in slavery, man. You know, torture chambers every morning 7 o'clock, man. You know, so hey, we gotta stay lowly, humble, learn from Yahawashi, man. So with that, call Allah Yam Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Masanakabat Salak Yam, Shalom Waksad La Ab Bakyar. Shalom.